Our next item is under legislative business. This is item number 14, site plan review application number PL 2013-0123, and a memorandum of understanding associated with a proposed 9/11 memorial along the east side of Mission Boulevard, north of D Street. The project is categorically exempt from the environmental review in accordance with the California Environmental Quality Act, CEQA guidelines, section 15303, new construction of conversion of small structures. Applicant Michael L. Emerson, Hayward 9/11 Memorial property owner, City of Hayward. We'll begin the report with comments from our Development Services Director, Mr. Risk, and then our City Attorney, and then we'll see if council members have any questions, and then we'll open the hearing on the item. Mr. Risk.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. I'll go through this quickly and talk about the project. In terms of the location, again, as you indicated, Mayor, this is at the northeast corner of Mission Boulevard and D Street, near the play lot and near Juliana Plaza. This shows a different perspective, and this grassy area some of that, which I'll show, will be taken up with the proposed memorial. And this is a recent ground level shot. You can see the tot lot over towards the right, and the proposal would not involve removing or impact the benches, trees, and hedgerow towards the right, which would be the back part of the memorial. This is a rendering provided by Mr. Emerson that shows the proposed memorial. You can see the benches and trees towards the back. It would be 34 foot deep by 40 foot wide. It would have brick pavers with names of donors etched in them, and as well as "We will never forget" words that you can see in this perspective. It would entail 4 granite pieces, black and gray granite, that would be 10 feet tall at the tip, down to 6 feet, 4 foot wide, and 3 feet thick. It would also involve a centerpiece of red granite topped with black granite and a center flagpole. And it would involve also 6 granite benches, and the names of organizations donating to the project would be etched in the backs of the granite benches as well. Those would be limited to nonprofits and public organizations. So a little more detail. This shows a different perspective. There would be uplights at the face of each of the 4 granite pieces, the black ones, as well as uplight on the centerpiece. Again, a different perspective. There would also be the names of fallen heroes in terms of public safety, police officers and firefighters. The left side would have, this shows the perspective on the front of the piece, and this shows a close-up of the 4 monuments. The 4 monuments would each relate to each of the 4 planes involved in the 9/11 tragedy, and they would be ordered in the sequence of when those planes crashed, starting with the earliest and moving over towards the right. And there would be images of each of the locations shown on the front of these, as well as future etchings of some of the images from each of the sites that would be added in consultation with the city by the project designer. This shows the other side, so you can see these 2 relate to the Pentagon and the field in Pennsylvania. And then what I was saying is, in terms of the sides, on the right side of the memorial, there would be the names of fallen police officers, which are shown here. We've had 4 over the history of the city. And then this shows a little close-up of it. And then on the left side, there would be names of fallen firefighters. And we've had 1 in the history of the city. And this shows a detail of the granite. I should mention that the Hayward Fault Trace runs under the site, so the potential for other uses and habitable structures is limited due to that fault trace. The Planning Commission did review the site plan review application on April 25th. The minutes from that meeting are attachment to your report. The Commission recommended that the Council approve the site plan review application subject to 3 conditions: that the design be consistent with what was presented to them, and included in as exhibits in the project file, that a formal agreement or MOU be developed, which is attachment 4 or attachment 3 to the report, and that the memorial be dedicated to the city upon its completion. In terms of the MOU, the city attorney, Mr. Lawson, has been working for the last several weeks with Mr. Emerson to come to some agreement. We've resolved most of the issues. Not all the issues have been resolved. There were still some concerns from Mr. Emerson with some of the language in the MOU that would require automatic approval of permit applications if the city didn't review and approve within a certain time period. And the city staff, frankly, can't support that concept. And that's the reason Mr. Emerson is not here tonight. But staff does recommend that the council consider moving forward with the project and authorize and adopt a resolution to find that the project is categorically exempt from the California Environmental Quality Act, approve the site plan review application, and authorize the city manager to execute a memorandum of understanding. So with that, we'll conclude and be happy to answer any questions.
Hi, my name is Michael Emerson. I'm a resident of Hayward, and I was here today to sign a contract with the City of Hayward to build the Hayward 9/11 Memorial in downtown Hayward on the corner of D Street and Mission. And I'm really excited about getting this process started. If this is going out to the public, I hope that they support it. The website is hayward911memorial.com. And we're looking for donations, and once we get enough donations, we'll build it. So the design's done, the contract's done, we're all ready to go. Please contact me if you want to support it, if you want to donate, and if you have any questions.